ఓం శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః. అందరికీ నమస్కారం. In this world there is a famous name by which this world is called. That word is Samsara. But Samsara is not the name of the world in its real sense. Those who make it as their home are called householders. See, some people make this world, feel this world as their own home or house, and such people are called householders. And there are another kind of people, and they are the seekers of the truth or divinity, and both belong to the world and live in the world, but their attitude is different towards the world. One feels it as a home, and the other feels it as a waiting room. It means they know this world is not their permanent residence. They stay here only for a while and then leave this world. So, in this brief stay, they want to realize the truth or divinity. So, there are so many people in the world, and everybody walks on their path. The people who just walk on the path ordinarily are called worldly people. They do not have any aspirations to know the reality of this world or to know anything beyond the physicality. The spirituality is non-physical. The spirit, the experience of spirit is non-physical and invisible, and cannot be explained or put into words, that divine experience. So, there are people who feel this world is their own and they do not aspire to know anything beyond that. And there are second type of people. They are the true seekers of the truth. On their path, they are also on the path, but they start seeing some steps to the higher dimensions. That means something, some divinity has entered within them, and they start seeing the steps, and they try to move on that path. And there are, the third type of people, they are the people who have realized the Lord or God within themselves, and they also feel that inside and outside there exists only one divinity. Such people or realized beings are called enlightened beings or self-realized souls. So, the point here is everybody has to walk through the path in this world, and that is life. So, in which way you walk, in which way you reach or realize that ultimate reality is up to each and every one, because everybody has to devise their own path to the ultimate reality. So, what is it required to the Lord to descend in our hearts? What is required is your heart should be a throne of love to enable the Lord to descend and rest on that throne in your inner being. So, unless you cleanse it thoroughly, your inner being, when you dive into it, you find so many undesirable things lingering always in your mind. So, unless you dive yourself into it and purify it with all the wisdom and with all the love, it the throne of that divine love will not be formed or will not take any shape. Your love and your thirst for divinity helps, rather becomes a base for crystallization of that throne of love, throne of that purity. So, what to acquire? It is not the question of acquiring or achieving anything. It is simply the preparation. The preparation for the divinity. The preparation with all your might, with all your heart to become receptive, to become worthy of that descendants of divinity. You should make yourself eligible and worthy to receive or to be a holy recipient of that infinite divinity. So, what is preparation? Preparation means transformation. You have to change in many, many ways. Unless this process of transformation is started, the beginning of your journey into your own inner being, that itself makes you to get transformed in every possible way. So, for preparation, that thirst and love is required. How you get that thirst, how you develop that love towards the divinity, only by transforming yourself, by changing yourself, you will be able to develop that manifestation of divine love. So, as you move further and further in words. Great things, holy things happen which are inexplicable. You feel that, you experience that, and the way of expression of that unquenchable thirst for a divinity is your eyes shed tears out of gratitude, out of that love. When those tears start coming down, all the impurities, all the impurities embedded in the heart are cleansed and purified in the fire of wisdom. In that state, you experience the manifestation of that divine sparks and glimpses of that infinite and infallible love, divine love. How much God loves you, how He is taking care of you, how He is there with you always in each and every moment of your life. So, when you realize that the divine love, then you will be flowing in that divine bliss, which will never be contaminated by any force in the cosmos. When you are in touch with that divine love, you will be flowing with gratitude always and all the time towards the creation and towards the source of your very being itself. See, in this regard, there is an interesting Sufi story. There was a village, and in the village there was a woodcutter. So the woodcutter used to go to the nearby forest every morning to fetch wood for his livelihood. So he started living by cutting the wood in the forest and selling the same for a small amount. So, the sage, one of the sage who lives in the forest, has seen this woodcutter coming daily and doing his work. So, after some time, the sage approached the woodcutter and asked him, "Why are you cutting the wood only at this point? Why don't you go inside in the forest?" Then the woodcutter asked the sage, "What will be there even if I go inside? There will be only trees. So those trees are available here and now. Why should I go inside?" Then the sage said, "When you go inside, you will not find the trees, but you will find the mines of copper, and they are very valuable. It will fetch you a good amount for your livelihood." So the next day, the woodcutter went inside and found the copper mines. He was very happy, and his standard of living has improved. So he was stuck at that point only for some time. And then again the sage appeared and told the woodcutter, "Why did you stuck up here only? Why don't you go still further?" Then the woodcutter said, "I am happy. Why should I go inside?" "No, you will find much more valuable than this if you go inside, and that is silver mines. Go inside." So the woodcutter went further inside the forest and found the mines of silver. He felt very happy and started digging the mines of silver and living accordingly. But he was stuck there only, and he didn't move further. So after some time, and again the sage appeared, said as usual, and asked him to go further and he will find the gold mines. So he went further inside and found the gold mines and felt very happy and got stuck up there again for some time. Again the sage asked him to go further inside so that he will find mines of diamonds, which are very valuable than even gold. So he went further inside and found the mines of diamonds. And at this stage, he was very happy, and again the sage appeared and told him to go further inside. Then now the woodcutter has become a merchant of diamonds. So he built a house, built sufficient wealth and all that. So he is not at all interested to go inside anymore, because he has already found the mines of diamonds. So he told the sage, I am very happy, I found the diamonds, and what can I find even if I go further inside, which is more valuable than even the diamonds? I don't feel I can find anything more than the diamonds. Then the sage told him, beyond that, you find my ashram, where you find the diamonds of meditation, which are more valuable than all these things. So the point here is not that whether he has gone inside or not. Apart from that, the point here is you should not stuck up satisfied where you are. You must move forward and forward, even in meditations, and you find that invaluable gifts or invaluable wisdom of the divinity. As you go inside and inside, you find that wisdom. Only it is possible in meditation. That wisdom manifests only in meditation. You see, once in 1,000 of years, that diamonds of meditations and meditators is possible. So, when you find such diamonds of meditative living masters, do not overlook such manifestations, concrete manifestations of divinity in reality. They manifest on earth, and they are there among us, unless you become wise. You cannot identify or recognize such moving biological divinities in physicality. So, when such beings become, such enlightened beings become the doors to divinity, they are called masters, gurus, and in different names in different areas. So, dive deep into yourself, contemplate on your inner journey, that thirst for divinity, it takes care of itself. The path on which you have to tread to realize that merciful Lord. Thank you.